Well, hello once again, and thank you for joining me on our video channel. This is in response to a couple of questions asked, one very recently, one about a month ago, so apologies for not responding earlier, but it's a question about ham radio microphones. Now, all ham radio transceivers come with a microphone, usually a hand microphone. And that microphone seems to work quite well. But the question is it worth my while buying a more expensive microphone? Now, there's two ways you can go. You can talk about a more expensive microphone that would be used for recording in the studio, or you can talk about a more expensive microphone that is designed for ham radio, like the Yaesu and like the Icon microphones. Well, first of all, the hand microphone that comes with a transceiver is pretty good these days. And that's helped by the fact that you've got an EQ control, an equalizing response control in a lot of the modern transceivers. And if you go in there, you can fiddle about and you can make an improvement to the audio, perhaps for your particular voice. But beware, you could also fiddle about and make the audio sound pretty awful. So you've got to know what you're doing. I've learned with adjusting for audio is you do it bit by bit, steady as you go, and be prepared to go back to the beginning and start again. And unfortunately with ham radio, it's not so easy to actually monitor the end result. You do largely depend on what other stations say. You can try recording your signal on one of the remote receivers, but it's not terribly helpful. It's one of these things that it's trial and error. But let's come back to the point that is it worth you spending out money on a better microphone? Well, as regards the microphones that are used for recording voices and music, the answer is not really. You're going to spend an awful lot of money, really, with very little return and perhaps problems. The reason being that the normal microphone used for recording in the studio has got the wrong termination to start with. You've then got to put it into some sort of mixer or amplifier in order to make it match your transceiver. You do run the risk of RF pickup, etc., etc. And although I know some stations do it, the actual outlay is quite expensive. So I think for most people, the use of a studio microphone is really not warranted. So what about the microphones that are designed for desk use, like Yaesu and Icon? Well, they probably do give slightly better performance. They do give probably slightly better audio. I'm not so sure that it's so noticeable that it warrants the outlay, but in my tests that I've done, there is a slight improvement, but you could probably get that improvement by twiddling about with the EQ on your transceiver. But there are two reasons why you would buy a desk microphone. The first is that it frees up your hands. It means to say that if you're logging or you're controlling the computer, the keyboard, you don't need to have one hand which is sort of behind your back almost, because it's locked into holding the microphone. It gives you a lot more freedom, and you can adjust the controls on the radio and so forth, and as I say, you can do logging, etc., which you can't do if you're using a hand microphone. And the other reason for having a desk microphone is really the fact that it looks nice. There's no two ways about it that a desk microphone does look nice. It doesn't sort of fall off the edge of the desk. Where's the microphone? It's on the edge of the end of the curly cable that's sort of fallen down behind the desk, etc., etc. It does look nice. It makes a nice tidy station, and I know a lot of people are quite happy to pay that money for something which looks the part. And of course, very often we tend to forget, I suppose, that you justify spending money on technical improvements, but there's no reason why you can't justify spending a bit of money on making the station look better. I mean, if you spend, I don't know, 150, 200, perhaps £300 on a nice desk to make the station look nice, then why shouldn't you spend 100, 150 pounds or whatever it is on a desk microphone to make the station look the purpose? So in summary, the hand microphone is very, very good these days, and if you've got EQ built into the transceiver, you can probably make it slightly better, because remember that voices differ wildly, and if you've got a deep voice you might need a bit of top, and if you've got a top voice you might need a bit of bass, and that tends to improve things if you do the necessary adjustments on the EQ side. But the other reason is, as I say, it's hands-free. So that's my advice on desk microphones. Yes, I wouldn't dismiss them, but if you're thinking that you're going to get something really superb in terms of the transmitted signal quality, then it may not actually happen. I mean, don't forget that the bandwidth of your transmitter, your SSB transmitter, is about 2.4 kilohertz, something like that, 2.4, 2.8, depends how it's set up. That's pretty narrow for audio, and within those confines there's not too much you can do. Now, perhaps finally I should say that there are some stations, not many, but some stations that run AM, amplitude modulation, and there you can actually make some significant improvements, and you possibly could justify having a studio microphone if you've got an AM station, but that's not for the majority, I think. So that's my view on microphones. Hope it's helped. Hope it's answered the questions that were asked recently and on emails I got. I don't really want to be seen to be sitting on the fence on this one. Basically, a hand microphone is pretty good. A desk microphone may give you slight improvement in quality, but probably doesn't justify the outlay. But what does justify the outlay is hands-free operation and the fact that it really looks nice. There we are. Thanks for supporting this channel. Don't forget to press the subscribe button. In the meantime, you enjoy your ham radio, you take care, and I look forward to seeing you as usual in the next video. Bye for now.